What is going on, people? Feroncio here, and welcome to episode 10 of Nioh 3 100% walkthrough. So, folks, in this episode, we will be taking care of some of the side missions, and we have quite a few. So, there are two, three types of side missions, and if you don't know how to access them, you need to go over here, bring your menu, progress, and then you're going to see that you have your main quest, which is the circle, and then you have a bunch of side quests in here, and you have some myths as well. A fierce flame is a myth. The other ones, this is a side mission, these are side missions, but there are quite a few of them that we need to take care of. So the first thing we're going to do is acquire some of the side missions. And to do that, we will go to the Eternal Rift really quick and talk to our smith. So the myth is in the progress. And now, a fierce flame. It says, head to the shrine at Lake Sanaru. And if we go take a look, there it is. This is the next area that we are going to explore anyway. So I wanted this to be active, so we will actually do this part while doing this side mission. The other side mission is right here. We need to go and become the champion of the East. And there are a couple of them over here. The first one is Princess Tsubaki. I need to go over here on this area and start that because there is a piece of loot that we need to collect in order to start that side quest. So let's just go run really quick over there. And that is the piece of loot.
浜松の地を望む引間城がついに落城を。おたつ様、おいたわしいわ。どうかここでお静まりください。
So next we need to talk over here to Headache, so we need to travel here. And then go all the way up to talk to the NPC.
Oh, 近頃腕利きのクスだが村にそこにある村ま
So now Headaches is also on the road, and it is right here. So now we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 side missions to do. One of them is not really a side mission. I'm going to start heading over here to my Saka post. So before I start, see in this journey, let's discuss a little bit more about the stats and weapons. So if you take a look, I already brought everybody to 10, which was my goal number 1. From now on, I'm going to start investing on the stat that makes my weapon do the most damage and benefits better my weapon. So I'm going to be playing with a switchblade. I've tried many weapons, and I think the switchblade is one of the easiest weapon with a really good return of investment. And by that I mean it can do a decent amount of damage, and it is not that difficult for you to master. I would say that out of the 3 weapons that I would select for a beginner, one being the switchblade, the other one being the Odaki, and the third one being the lance or spear, I would say the switchblade probably is the best of the 3. The Odaki is really good. It can do a lot of damage. However, the switchblade is so versatile, and in high stance it can he can pretty much beat the Odaki any day. But in this case, you can pick it up whatever weapon you choose. If you want to go for blunt, for example, pick up a big axe. Be just advised that the axe, although it does a lot of damage, it's very slow compared to the switchglaive. So at this point, it's up to you. Just that my strategy, because the switchglaive is a skill-based weapon, I am going to be dumping a lot of points in the switchglaive. And with that, my friends, let's go and progress on this area here. So we need to go this way. And we've been here before, so we can fight those guys, or we can just go and run through them. And of course, it's way more fun to go and kill these guys. And now we're going to have a chance to see the switchglaive in action. If you haven't paying attention so far. Ah, look at that. I thought he was dead, but now he is. Okay, so if you remember, there is a guy right here on the top of this. We'll need to go and jump from here to here, and he is going to be shooting. Ah, I missed that jump. Guy with an axe. And then, okay, so first let's take care of this guy. All right, so this is good damage, but we've been here. There is a chest here that we already collected. It is open, so the only thing that we are missing is the guy here on the top. If he has not dropped, I think, yeah, he's still there. Well, he is not there anymore. All right, so we already done with this area here. And this is the new area. So the first thing, we have a crucible here, kind of a lesser crucible that we're going to take care of. I think there are lesser umbibosos here, and that's when I switch, because these guys are weak to fire. Yeah, so once I'm done with them, then the next one's a little bit more complicated. Ah, the umbiboso is still here. Alright, so this guy is done too. Now we have a big crab. I totally messed up this. Ooh, big blob. Alright, so the crab is gone and the whole thing I think is done. And now we will proceed over here. Where is my exit? Right here. Alright, so now that we pretty much official on this new area, so then we'll have Scampus right in front of us that we need to pet, and he is going to guide us right away to where we need to go. And just be careful here, folks, because this area there are some gaps and easy to fall. There will be a lot of spirit veins to traverse. I think there was a loot here, but that is where the loot was. Okay, so now we bet, and we will have to cross this for Asudama over here. So Asudama, go home. I'm waiting so I don't have this dialogue in the middle of my jump. So we pretty much done almost in here, but we still need to go talk over here to, say, to finish this quest. And to do that, all I need to do is just go over here and collect all the loot. And finish this. So now we are done pretty much in this area here. So let's check to see what is that we see over here. Looks like that there is a piece of loot here. Nothing consequential. 2 arrows. And I think there is another piece of loot over to this side. This is just the spirit vein, I guess. No, there is a piece of loot here, is it? Yes. Alright, so yeah, an elixir. But we got everything. So with that, my friends, this area here is pretty much clear. We don't have anything else. And we can go back and complete this quest. Or myth. And what is going to happen is that the forge will have extra options now.
ありがとう。まあいいや。新しい家事の技。私はきっといつか。
So now, we unlocked soul match and soul extraction. So now we have soul match and soul extraction as an option. In the past, we had only those fours. So this is pretty much done. Next step, what we're going to do is battle the master here. Okay, becoming the champion of the East. So we'll be fast traveling over here. Alright folks, so let's go talk to Honda Tadakatsu and face him.
それがしとのかたじけない。互いに秘伝の力、しかと見極める。どうした？
Yeah, so he uses a lance, and it's going to take a little bit, but we can beat him, not a problem. So he has this rock attack, and he attacks with the lance, and he uses an elemental. It is just a matter of patience. And of course, we not having a lot. Okay, let's try mid stance. It's still not a lot of damage, but we're going to get him. Yeah, also has a grab attack. Just be careful with that grab attack. Yeah, so this is the elemental attack. Oh, grab attack. That sucked. Yeah, so of course, the high instance does a massive amount of damage. Yeah, so he got me on this one, but it's okay, we're going to get him too. So let's use the fact that he is... Let's see if we can get him confused. Oh yeah, we got him confused. is done, folks. Alright, just a little bit. Then again, you know, we are on level 50. But he is defeated.
Hidden no chikara, souzou ijou na musou. Hidden no chikara, so nani musou. Hidden no chikara na musou.
Okay, so now the next one that we're going to do is this one over here, headaches. And for that, let's go over here. Okay, so back to Hamamatsu. So we'll go and head this way, the way to the gate. Check. Yep, over here. That's where we need to go. And now we should be able to open this gate. And since we are here, let's go collect some of this spare loot. There is a loot here. Oh, maybe it is on the other side. Yep. Okay, it is on the other side, but let's see what we have. And we got, yay, one more elixir. And this other one. Yeah, this loots are, they will respawn, so we need to go outside. I'm not going to bother with that. So let's open up the gate. And before I proceed here, I'm going to do a quick sanity check on my equipment. You know, I'm going to see if there is anything better, R3, and for Samurai I want to be B or above. Nah, it's still the same. And I think the switch glaive is, maybe we have a better switch glaive. Nope, that is the best switch glaive that we have. So we have to keep on going with it. And but for the samurai, what do we have on the samurai side? So we have a Ushigatana. Okay, so we're doing Ushigatana. Good sword, this okay. I think that's for the weapon. Why are we doing this and not just getting a crucible weapon? So let's go back to the crucible weapon. Let's go filtering this crucible weapon. Filter. We have this Ushigatana that is 100%, and we have this that, you know, falling moon. Well, we have this shadow slice that we need almost. Okay, let's use this and see if we can get done with. We were almost 100% on the familiarity with the weapon, so why not acquire another Umibozo. Yeah, so he's gone. Okay, so let's check over here. Oh, we have a chest right here. Do we have an ambush? Nope. Just a nice chest. And over here on this side there is also some loot. And maybe on the top of this guy we may have some loot because, yep. Alright, so now how do we get to that top? Probably coming from the other side, right? So let's don't bother too much over here. Let's see if I can. Yep. Let's collect this loot. Yeah, I hear the dude, but I don't see him. Okay, so I'm quite sure that there is stuff here under this high vegetation. Yeah, I see. Okay, I see a couple of them. Yeah, so another good thing about the Switchblade is that it does a really decent amount of staggering. I got him twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Oh, one more he's done. Yep. Alright, so there is a loot right here, but I think there are other enemies because I see... Okay, what else do we have here? Nothing. Pretty much nothing. Okay. So let's move on. Got a loot here. Most likely we'll have some guy inside. Oh, just a piece of loot. Okay, so we're going to have a and one of the things that I don't like are those geysers. So let's get done with those geysers, so I don't get burned. Okay, so now we can face these guys here. Okay, what is next here? Do we have anything else? Yep, that is the big guy. Oh, we got 2 of those dudes. Gotta be careful here. Little dude. I think Ninja is going to dispose of this guy. Yep. I think we are done here. Okay, so let's go and proceed. And what else do we have? So we are pretty much done, so let's go and talk to the NPC right here. So there is a new, once we done, okay, can we open here? Yeah, we can. That is even better. Look at that. Brand new area, folks. But let's go back over here. And let's talk to this NPC.
武田信玄かの武田信玄を描くべくなそれゆえ感じ取れお主もここし
So now we have depicting the tiger of Kai. So acquire something related to Takeda Shingen. Now guys, this Takeda Shingen, this guy is the one of the last bosses, so we're not going to be able to do this until very, very, very late. But what we can do is just come over here to this shrine, activate the shrine, and let's go back and turn these headaches back on over here. Okay, so from here, let's go talk to our NPC and turn this thing in.
竹千代殿、殿の頭痛、そればかり色の修繕、次から。
Alright, so eradicate the yokai on the castle grounds. So we still have stuff to do here, and now we need to go and finish the business here. Now let's see if I can just go from the ceiling so we don't waste a lot of time. So that is the big dude.
もしやあやつが調合所にあった肉用ではないか。おんじゃ竹千代、逃がすでないぞ。
Okay, so once we get here, we will need to face the people. He will stop. Oh boy, I didn't remember having such a bad time against this guy. Ah, no, no, no. And folks, that was not my intention to actually activate the living weapon, but why not, right? Boy, he got me before I could actually break this thing. Alright, so then the people is gone. I really don't remember having such a hard time with this guy. Anyway, so this is done, and then we need to go back, turn that thing back in. So, and also there is plenty of for a new level. First thing, let's go and pray. Then again, I'm bringing skill all the way up. Okay, so the next step is to go to the Eternal Rift and do a ghostly goal on the smith. And if you kind of are lost, all you need to do is go back on the progress and go headaches, make a ghostly goal via forge tools at the blacksmith. So that is basically no mistakes, right? So we need to go talk to the smith, go to forge tools, and now we need to craft a ghostly goal. So now we have the ghostly goal. We need to deliver to Tokugawa Ieyasu in over here in the keep.
Nani? これは
おお、なんとそうか、このよわしも
Okay, so that completed this. Now we need to go back, believe me or not, we need to go back to that shrine because we need to proceed via battle scrolls.
材料については知らんが仏じゃの。
And we're going to do the Princess Tsubaki. Now, folks, don't have to do any of those side missions, okay? If you feel that you are under level or it is not the time, then you can save them for later, right? You don't need to do anything right now. I think I left a piece of loot right on the top. No. Okay, so gotta be careful because there are several ambushes here. I think he almost got stuck out there. Okay, so this guy is done. Yeah, so none of the enemies here. I think that is one of the most challenged of them all. So besides that is your regular assortment of yokai. It is not anything that we have not battled before. And you can do it the way you want it. I like to sneak on those guys. Why not? So this next area here is a little crowded. So we're going to approach this. Okay, so let me check my weapon because I'm quite sure. Okay, I'm done with this guy. So let's check the next crucible weapon. So we have a Ushi here that we already been doing. And let's do the Falling Moon. So let's collect this loot, then we will switch, because so there are 4 guys and 2 of those guys are archers, and I really think that we should, play this a little smarter. All right, he can come over here, that's fine. We can yeah, nice damage on the Sigil Katana. Right now we have 2 of those dudes and they are very close together. That asks for Alright, so these guys are done. And there is a piece of loot and the little other guy over here. Alright, so, okay, so loot-wise, there will be loot on the other side. We cannot get loot from here. Yeah, that's on the other side, right here. So we are cool here. We are cool here. I think there is a piece of loot down there, and maybe an ambush here. I know that there is an ambush. Yep. So, piece of loot, dude, then to the other side, nothing. Let's go up. So we are done here. Collect the chest. And then we're going to proceed. Now, there is a shortcut down there that we're going to open, and if something happens, you just go straight and go up the next area. But before we do that, there will be a yokai here. We'll have to deal with. So there is a piece of loot up there, folks, and let's see. Oh, okay, so that is the next area where I need to go. So let's don't stress too much. Let's collect this. And you gotta be careful because there will be several ambushes here. And over here, that rock is going to roll. So just go over to the side, let the ball roll, and you are safe. Collect the loot here. And let's talk to this yokai here. Okay, so this dude is also gone. And collect here. Let's don't forget about our shortcut before we go up and face the boss. There is also this guy here with the big axe.
の埋葬を急がねばあやかしが湧くぞ。
Alright, folks, up there is the boss, okay? So, before I go face the boss here, I want to do one thing really quick on my ninjutsu. Make sure that I have what I want, Arc of Chaos. Okay, so I have not finished what I want. I wanted to have one of those crucible arts here, but I don't. Okay, so we'll do with the Arc of Chaos. Alright, so be careful with the boss, because that boss is not easy. Man, these yokai pools are sucking a lot of my ki, no kidding. And then let's pick up this last piece of loot here. And almost. Got just a few more pieces of loot and we should be... Oh, I forgot of this lady. I don't like you, lady. Ooh. All right, so this is finished. Let's collect this. We have a couple of dogs out there. Okay, so done with the dogs. Let's open up the shortcut. So now, if you need to rest or anything, the shrine is just here. So, and something happens, you go here directly to the boss. Yeah, there is an archer and a yokai out there. And we're going to deal with the archer ninja style. Yeah, man, I hate this guy. His axe, it is a pain. he does not stagger at all. You know, you're not going to be able to interrupt him. He is going to swing that axe on top of your head no matter what. Alright, so now we have the boss. Before we go to the boss, let's check to see if there is a couple of loots. One in here. I think there is another one on the other side. And now we do have the boss. Everything else is inside. Now, folks, the boss. This little boss here can be quite annoying. He has an attack that, you know, it's going to take half of your life. So just be prepared to either block or get out of the way, because if he hit you with that attack, the fight is pretty much most likely over. So I'm going to check my equipment again, so I got a little better equipment. And man, I can't believe that I don't have a better switchblade. And I don't. This is the best that I have. Anyway, okay, I need a switchblade that has, you know, a specific crucible art to move on. So let's see. Yeah, this empty retribution, this is what I want. But face the boss with this weapon here, it's not going to be good, because, you know, it does way less than, well, it does 20 points, but it does have a spirit force bonus. So I may want to go with this guy, even if it's 20. I'm sorry, I'll do that next. So we'll go with the weapon that we have, which is fine. So we need to face this boss. And it is what it is. We will do it with our tools. So it is upstairs, and we will need to actually go into a room, fight a couple of minions before we face the boss. So right here, anything happens, we can just go and face the boss. The boss is up there, and you know, there is no shame in dying, folks. You know, this boss is not easy. It may appear easy, but at this level, he is quite challenging. Now, if something happens, you don't need to do it now. Okay, gain a couple of levels, then you can come back for him. You know, and I'm saying you can come back, and I can totally die here as well. So it is what it is. So this is not the boss, this is just the first part of the fight. We'll have to go and deal with all of the Axemen. And I hate this Axeman. Yeah, look at that. He already hit me a couple of freaking hard hits. He simply does not stagger, guys. You know, this guy, it is incredible. Okay, but he is gone. Alright, so these guys are gone. Now we have a couple more minions before we have the boss. Okay, so one is done. Alright, so now it is the boss. Now this guy is a pain, folks. Believe me, you really don't want to. If he hits you with that katana, it's going to be bad. Okay, so let's see if he slows down a little bit. Alright, so he's done.
武家の女として戦って散るは本望もはや未練もなし。この城と民は家康殿に託しましょう。
And now the door is open and we can leave. Alright folks, I think this is it for this episode. If you've been enjoying, if you stayed with me until now, it's probably because you're enjoying these videos. So just don't be afraid to be happy, my friend. Go ahead, press that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next episode.